See, I'd be waiting for YouTube. YouTube's always the last one to start. It's always there. You go. Bam. All right, now we're just looking at comments. So again, just shooting it up, shooting the shits, chopping it up with LC and with Jay, and we're gonna be getting the getting into pretty much the history where they all started, where they're at, and where they're going. So, what's is there with y'all being a duo, right? So, is there ever a situation where you feel like there's a leader, or is it just always a give and take and back and forth?
Um, I ain't gonna lie. Like personally, it's not a leadership role, but it's a leadership role. Cause like me personally, I tell him all the time, I'm the henchman. Goddamn it,
Man,
like bro,
nah,
like.
nah,
But I
though.
tell him it's all on him though. But I know it's all love between us both. But I tell him shit, he the main thing. You know what I'm saying? So I just try to uphold and hold on to space music as best as I can. You dig what I'm saying?
See, that's real. That's real
Yeah,
right there. Like, because a lot of people like, we talked a little bit offline. A lot of people do have ego when it comes to this thing, and the ego pretty much does nothing but hold you back. Really, like some people may think that it's going to get them ahead by having one, but having a little bit of humility actually gets you in the right positions because people want to be around you. Whereas ego, I don't know very many people that want to be around that egotistical person,
especially when you're trying to create.
right?
Yeah. Cause
That's the
one
real
thing
deal.
for sure, like
Yeah.
we gonna always have creative differences, but like the thing is like, are y'all able to come
Embrace.
together to get it all done and embrace each other's strengths
Hmm.
and not and try to hone in on the weaknesses? You know what I'm saying? To bring the best out of each other. You know what I mean?
Hmm.
Yep.
And what? And so, how long y'all been a group or a duo?
Ooh, I would say
Officially,
about about a year.
yeah, we go. Let's say officially a year. Officially a
You
year
say a year. How many albums y'all done so far?
so far. Every
16.
single, yeah, 16.
That's more than one a month, though. If you're talking about a year, what? That's kind of
We do one a month.
that's
It's one a
prolific.
month.
That's
It's
crazy.
one a month, yo.
Definitely.
Do you think that that's do you think that's a positive for people, or do you think that they could get burnt out on getting too much music, or is there no such thing?
Nah,
No such
because
thing.
you can share the same post, but the same people ain't gonna see it. Everybody not at the
Yeah.
same place at the same time.
That's right. That's for real. That's real.
Yeah.
I tell people that all the
And to be
time.
honest with you, you know what I'm saying? With us dropping so much, you know what I'm saying? It might be people we didn't touch that we touched with the next song. You know what I'm saying? So it always keep us in motion.
Yeah. Yeah.
So how is the marketing when it comes to having that much music to have to push? Like that's a lot to even get out there. Obviously, singles. You just do singles until, or one single, two singles before the next album drops.
Right.
But with
Well,
this,
that's kind of
it's a
different.
snowball effect.
Okay.
Yeah.
So you see, like especially we started with Intergalactic last January, and you can see the numbers go up. Well, now it's gonna be scattered because it's already been out. But as we were doing it in real time, it was a snowball effect, and it was people from France, from Japan, Germany, Philippines, Indonesia, like real like overseas already like heavily like playing us over, what I'm saying, like over in the States because I don't know why, but I guess it's probably just how the algorithm works. We weren't really pushing. We have shared a couple
Right.
times, but when you share, it goes to your network,
Mm-hmm.
so the way it got where it got, that's just the mystery of the world, for real. Cause I don't know nobody over there. Out Jet, somebody you got connects over there, dog. I don't know about.
Nah, I ain't gonna lie to you.
What I'm saying? I don't know how, we reaching over there and it got something to do with our sound, what we talking about, the vibe and the energy we put in our music.
Yeah, for sure though.
And I feel like y'all are obviously you have something going right because like the fact that you're able to produce that amount of work in that amount of time and still get the push or the reach out there, like that means that the algorithm is rewarding you for the constant the release schedule that y'all have.
Yeah, but they say that anyways. You know what I'm saying? Consistency is key, anyways. But like the thing is, you know what I'm saying? While we dropping and everything, we get to develop as artists ourselves, and we get to grow. So it's not like we doing it in vain. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
So and then when it comes to a lot of people, everybody got different emotions. So we got like different songs for whatever you feeling. So it's not like every song is the same feeling. You know what I'm saying?
No, from what I listened to earlier off of the Intergalactic 9, I believe,
That was 7.
7,
Mm-hmm.
off of that album, it was. I mean, the styles just vary. Every single track was different, but they had each one had familiar qualities. So that's an accomplishment y'all got going, like for real.
Appreciate that big time.
Yeah, yeah, man. Much love.
Y'all produce in house. Who's doing the beats? Y'all outsource or what?
No,
He
it's
do
all
the
in house.
yeah, it's all in
Yeah,
house.
we got the beats.
That's crazy. That is crazy, y'all. Cause that is what
Doing
what she
everything.
use. Oh yeah.
That's I got the Akai Fire, but I use for my MIDI keyboards the Nectars because you can map them crazy. So
Is
that's what I like.
is that a complex process in FL?
What mapping?
Yeah.
Nah, not at all.
I'm about to say because it's pretty easy in Ableton. It's just just click on the map button and then just start mapping it. Touch your control that you want. Done.
Yeah, I like Ableton, man. I got a little experience on that. I work with this was before this man. This was like I was in like high school. I worked with a guy. He was working in Ableton though. He was way older than me, but he knew some stuff that I didn't. So I kind of had, like I got that little bit of experience in Ableton, so I could kind of understand what Ableton users talk about sometimes with how you use it. But man, I ain't gonna lie, that mug still like the UI. I don't know, man.
I love it. I love it, man. And that's like it looks like a spaceship to every other producer. Like any you can use
Yeah,
anything
it's
else.
crazy.
It
It's
looks crazy.
crazy.
And I agree, it does. It definitely
It's
does.
cool though. The quality is amazing.
I mean, I think that everybody's any DAW pretty much has the ability. I've seen people produce in Audacity and still have amazing tracks, and I have no idea
We
how
ain't
they do
finna
it.
Boy,
talk about Audacity. We ain't finna talk about Audacity. Ah,
boy,
You have some
man.
memories?
man, you said you heard somebody make something dope in Audacity.
Yep.
I ain't gonna say it's
Woo.
not possible, but they bad, boy.
That's
Yeah, they
they're
did a
naturally
lot of
talented
work,
at what it
brother.
is.
Yeah.
They was doing live recordings, and it just straight in. They was going straight in, direct in with their guitar and their bass, and then they did their e drums, and then a vocal that they don't even treat. Like they do untreated vocals. So I was like, okay, that makes way more sense. Like they
It ain't sound harsh.
no, it didn't sound harsh he's because they do have some filters in there to be able to do just the high end and then take out the rumble. Done. That's all.
I guess that's true. Yeah, I wasn't really fucking with the
No,
effects and
hell no.
this.
At least use BandLab. At least use BandLab. You know.
And this
We
was
just on that
before
mother
BandLab.
recording.
And this was before BandLab when I knew about Audacity. That's what I started on FL5.
Oh, so you've been in it. You've been in it.
You know about Cool Edit?
About yeah.
Okay, so you know too. So
Yes, I've been in it a long time. I've been at it for
I still got
20
people
years.
that use Cool Edit, bro.
hey
For
man,
real.
Cool Edit goaded, bro. Cool Edit goaded.
Yo,
That's what I.
it says his recording stop. Let me see, because I'm guessing it has something to do with the internet. I can see you clear as day. Let's see. Yo, welcome to the shit show. Yeah, something technical always happens. It's guaranteed to happen. That's today's. There's a collage of all the times that's happened, and it's pretty much once per episode. But the fact that it stopped recording them is making me nervous because I don't want to. It's gonna be blank as fuck. We just agreeing to no fucking.
Oh nah, he got a. It's a red light on his
Yeah.
panel.
Oh, you can see the red
Out.
lights.
Yeah, I can see the red light on
All right.
What on me?
it. Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm here. It's so I'm here.
All right. If you here, you in the building. Let's keep it
Y'all
going.
can hear me, so I gotta still be here a little piece.
Like you said, we talking to a ghost. We can't see nobody anyway.
I told you I'm the Hey, you know what? I got a song called Groovy Ghost. I'm the Groovy Ghost. No lie, man. I'm gonna keep you entertained, but you can't see me. Like John Cena said.
Yo, so with y'all having so many with so many songs, like how do you keep the how do you keep it like changing up? Like how do you change it up so often, like to be able to have that amount of content really?
We talk
Yeah.
because you don't wake up feel the same way every day, and then sometimes you wake up with something on your mind. Sometimes you wake up with a memory. Sometimes you wake up with a dream. So that's how it's life.
So it's coming. What I just heard is it's natural.
Yeah, I if that's yeah, you can
Is it
call it
y'all
that.
just get on it? Y'all just get the mic out and just go. Do y'all? So are you a write? Are y'all writers or do you freestyle in and then punch in?
Something that really depend on how I'm feeling. It depend on the vibe. Sometimes you feel the confidence up, or like you been sipping, or you been you on cloud 9 and you just ready to flow, and something come from it. Like a lot of the times the ideas, you gotta let the idea bloom. So you'll hear a blend. Like when you hear my verses, you will hear a blend of whether you can tell or not, whether I'm freestyling and it's written. Because sometimes I feel like I just, like I can just freestyle on one, going off of certain words just to fill in that space, or
Again,
however I
that's
feel like
prolific as
jumping
can
off.
be, man. Like that's for real. Like some. I mean, the essence of hip hop is the ability to just speak on it, speak on the subject, whatever it is, and with one of the elements being freestyle. Like, who are y'all? Who's y'all's influences?
Mm. You can go first, bro.
I'm gonna say mainly, like really, really originally, my main influence is Timbaland, Missy, Magoo, that whole team, um, and Tupac.
Yeah, that's a solid core right there.
Basically
Yeah.
that, what I'm saying? Just, going to my deepest memory of when I first felt that feeling of hearing that song or that sound that made me be like, what? You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
That piqued my
Um,
interest.
Me personally, I think I would say James Brown, Cool in the Gang, and fucking James Brown, Cool in the Gang,
You
and
better say
Pride.
it. You better, bro. If you don't say who I'm thinking, you need to say,
There's a lot of them. I'm gonna go James Brown, Cool in the Gang, and the Temptations. I'm gonna slide
oh
with
my,
them.
you threw a
I'm gonna slide
curveball.
with them this time.
I tell you,
I threw a curve. I'm gonna slide that one. I'm gonna slide the Temps in there.
He threw a curveball, dog.
yeah. What he did is he just pretty much said, how are you going? You going classic? Oh no, I'm going to the original.
The OGs.
Hey man, that's what I really listen to more than anything. That's the crazy thing.
That's not.
Man,
I will say that's not common nowadays. Is listen to the classics.
the
Like
old, yeah, man.
that's beyond
Man,
me.
I
James
grew up on them.
Brown,
You know what
he
I'm
had the
saying?
best drummer of all
Grandma
time.
had them on repeat. It wasn't no, so ain't no way I could just disregard that from memory. Grandma had that on every night. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
So it's a
yeah.
repeat. So every single day, listen. Are y'all listening for any of the newer artists? Like any of the new stuff that's coming out? Like, are y'all really paying attention to who's coming out or any of that, or you just let it go by?
Uh, Not the new rappers. Like I'm a Travis fan. Um, when the Kanye leaks dropped, I listened to those.
Yeah.
Uh, Will Smith new album, I listened to it. I'm just, I'm listening to everything
Yeah.
because
Yeah.
that's what you got to do, really.
In general, I would
Yeah,
honestly say, for me personally, I ain't looking for the name. Person, I ain't looking for me too. So it's like it's kind of hard for me to like listen to nothing I grew up that ain't classic, cause them classics different. Like nowadays we can work together, so it's kind of hard for me to look for newer artists, cause I consider myself a newer artist too.
yep,
Okay.
yep. In the
Okay.
same game.
That's. I mean, that's so. Do you think that listening to newer artists or whatever would impact your sound? Is that the reason not to look out for them, or is it just the fact that it's you're in this your peers?
Um, it all depends, cause you know what I'm saying. I ain't looking for them to impact my sound anyway, cause my sound is myself. So, but like musically wise, yeah, I want to see what they own. You know what I'm saying? But like personally, you know what I'm saying. We're not reaching out to each other. We're not working together, so it's not like I'm chasing after them either.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. You definitely don't. There's a lot of that that goes on. I noticed that just in my position, just being an engineer and a producer, like shit. I got artists that just they follow every single person that's on my follow list. I'll start to get messages from them going, "Yo, you know this cool? You know this kid?" And
And they hit you up.
yeah, but they'll make sure they friend everybody I know before they hit me up, and I'm like, "All right, y'all are aiming at y'all are just aiming. Y'all are acting weird. Like,
Yeah,
I don't like all that shit."
yeah,
Um,
Yeah, that's not it.
yeah. You could tell when you just screaming for attention, but it ain't. That's not genuine.
nah.
Yeah, so like that's the main thing. Like I'm all about like being 100. You know what I'm saying? Like if them boys doing their thing, I will respect their craft and what they do. But like I'm not chasing no man. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
If the interaction is genuine, we talk, and then, you know what I'm saying, and they get to the point where we mess with each other. Yeah, I'm gonna be like, yeah, this my dog. So you on the playlist automatically because it's my dog. But like
yep.
generally speaking, I'm not gonna look for nobody that ain't looking for me either.
It's a lot of like I support a lot of the like when you just bump into somebody type. Like it is never, oh man, like I see what you've been doing. I'm finna hawk you down. Like you a target. Like people targeting you and
Yeah,
adding your friends and being like, bro, that's weird. Like that's not how you get to know me.
Right, right. That's
That's
but
crazy.
everybody's got their angle and everything, like, and that's what you got to be, especially as newer artists and everything. If you haven't been through the cycle, um, you end up meeting a bunch of characters that are out for themselves, really, and they're willing to
Yeah.
do a lot of things to really, I don't want to say impress you, but definitely get your attention.
oh
Hmm.
yeah, for sure.
Have y'all had
That just lets you know though, like your ranking, how they look at you.
mm-hmm,
You know what I'm saying? If they scared to talk to you, then like,
you
all
doing something
right,
right?
yeah, like, man, why can't you just come to me, dog?
Right.
I'm regular, like
One
we
of the
could
most
talk.
open people in the world. Like, I'll converse with anybody. Like, I'll sit here and chop it up with anybody because I get along with every single type of person other than, and I say this only because I haven't had the experience, other than the ultra rich. The ultra rich, I've
Mm.
never had a conversation with them. I don't have, if they get down on music, yes, we can relate. But otherwise, I didn't spend my summer in Spain. I didn't, you know what I'm saying? Like, I don't know nothing
Yeah.
about no yachts.
I can dig
Hey,
that.
so yachts, man. Yeah, I ain't never been on a yacht, man. I've been
Nah,
on a boat.
we was trying though. We was trying. I specifically for this movie that Peanut was in actually, that I'm currently in the works of. We did this mini movie for this project, and I was trying to work in a yacht so heavy, like to the storyline, just so we can go get on a yacht.
What happened?
It fucking it's Florida and it rains on and off randomly.
Oh yeah, I
Um,
know about that.
but it looked
Yeah.
terrible. Like it was like the
Ah,
weather was looking just terrible. And it's like, yo, we're gonna spend $1,000 on this yacht for like 4 hours,
nah,
or
nah.
let's not, let's not.
What time? What time of year is recent?
Oh yeah, yeah. This was in March actually.
Oh yeah. You already know. That's
Hmm.
them 3 o'clock thunderstorms
Yeah, it was garbage. It was terrible.
every
Like
day.
trying to get all these people to film and then keep what is it, continuity, where it looks like it's the same time of day throughout, but it's rainy this
Yeah.
part, not this
That
part.
yeah. That color grading was insane. Can't do it.
Terrible, terrible. So do y'all do your
Jeez.
own videos, or how's that work?
We ain't got
We ain't
no
even done a
visuals.
video yet.
You
We
ain't
ain't
got
got no
No
visual
visuals.
yet.
no videos
Mm-mm.
yet?
Nope.
Y'all willing to do because AI is pushing everybody to use more and more of it. It's getting more believable. I say that with quotations because like every time I see one, something's
Nah, that junk be
crazy.
looking.
Yeah, exactly. It looks crazy.
Come on, man. Anybody with a real eye, you can see that from a mile away.
Yo, this cat. We was watching videos. Just we was going through and just watching new videos that were coming out, and we saw this one. It's a dude standing in the middle of an intersection, and then there's cars that start going by him, and then it starts to get weird where the cars are doing this, and you can see it like going through his body, and he's just standing there. I'm like, bro, this doesn't look good. I don't know who told you that this looked good though. Like, but the ego, like people are not. You've taught people to
They
produce.
don't want to hear it.
Nah, hell no. They don't want
They
to hear
don't
it.
want to hear it.
They made something and they want to show people. So like you've taught people to produce before or to be in to recording and stuff, right?
Yeah.
So every time I teach somebody, like I'll teach them. I call it teaching them how to drive. Like when I teach them how to drive, they go to their house, they start doing it on their own. The very first thing that they make, they send out to everybody. So they send it to all their friends, all that stuff, and they're super proud. And you ain't gonna rip them down. You ain't gonna like be like, bro, that's not great. It's something, but it's not great. You just let them, let them bask in that for a minute. They'll show them that song in a month. They'll be like, oh yeah, I could have done better. Show them that same song in a year, and they'll be like, yo, can you delete that? Make sure nobody hears that. 'Cause that's crazy.
Hey, that's so. I mean, I haven't really sat down and been like, all right, and then with a timeline like that.
Yeah.
But shoot, for example, me and Jet, all his verses, like that's just from me giving him game on, like your levels, like your distance from the mic, just the stuff that people don't do. And I was like, your best take is your best take.
That's a
And
fact.
that's
And do you like taking more than one take, or are you all the way through? Like, do you like to
it
do a whole
depends.
verse all the way through?
It depends. I'll do. It depends on what I'm trying to emphasize, especially if I'm doing like a weird flow. I will punch in.
Yeah.
Sometimes if I won't. Usually, if it's more impactful, it's gonna be the whole thing. You know what I'm saying? Stylish, it's gonna be punch ins.
Yeah.
But for impact and like when I'm kicking knowledge and shit, it's gonna be the whole thing.
That's good shit because you can hear them splits a lot of times. Like you can hear it when they go to another one. Because some people will try and record. Like they'll come by, they'll record a whole verse, and then be like, all right, well that's what I got. It's like, all right, well we should have done the whole song, man. That was just, but then they'll go ahead and do. They'll try and come back either later that same day or another day when I have free time, and it's like, bro, your voice sounds completely different from one time of day to the other, let alone day to day.
Yeah, it takes practice. I ain't gonna lie, a lot of my punch ins when I am punching in, unless my timing is overlapping, you ain't gonna be able to tell.
Yeah, and that's how it should be. You shouldn't be able to
Like
tell.
yeah,
But
I try to keep it, like seam it up because I do know, especially you come in louder or whatever, but that's why your distance got to be right every time,
yo,
everything like that.
all the settings, all your
It's
distance
just
can't be at a different
yeah.
position at the mic. I see that a lot.
That's man, you can't like if you say it with your chest and you sitting up like this one time, you can't come back like this and do it. It's gonna sound way different.
Yeah,
It's gonna sound
but
way different.
they don't necessarily get that process. Like, so how is it for you, Jet? How is it for you getting used to being recorded? Because you said you've been freestyling for a long time, but the recording game, like the studio part of it, how is that getting used to?
Um, to me, it was a simple process. You know what I'm saying? Like the main thing I really had a problem with was just understanding how to record. But like getting in front of the mic, I wasn't scared, so it wasn't like something that was just a hard process to get used to. It was just more so of just learning how to use every fucking thing.
Yeah, is it? Do you still feel that it's complex? What is it? A year later?
Yeah, it's still complex, brother. You know what I'm saying? You still gotta learn every day. Like
Yes.
it ain't gonna stop. You know what I'm saying? One process might be you gonna learn something better, so you still gonna be chasing. So at the end of the day, it's always gonna be complex. Cause ain't nothing simple about it besides writing your lyrics. That's the simplest part.
That's what's crazy.
For some people, it's the easiest part. The hardest part, because I've dealt with a whole bunch of artists that are starting out. Because I try. That's my goal. My thing is to help new artists get to a certain foundation, and then, release
Let
them to
them
the world.
go.
Like it's y'all now.
Yeah. I like that.
And so like, I've seen a bunch of people start, and everybody's got different problems. But lyrics are typically, I'd say, in the top three for what really stops people from doing it, because they won't have enough. Is really what it is. They'll think that it's gonna take up. They'll do two verses and be like,
Oh, they don't know how to count yet.
yeah, They don't have 60. They don't have 16 bars. They'll do like 24 bars. They'll do 23 bars. Like, yeah.
Yeah, they don't know how to count yet. That is a thing too. Yeah,
That's
once you learn how to count.
but then it
I ain't gonna lie. I still don't know how to count. I
Yeah,
just
yeah,
it
you
just
do. You do.
you probably
You know
feel
how
it
to
too though.
count.
Like you there's a natural feeling to it. Like you know when it's supposed to switch. Like
yeah, for sure. Like for sure. That's like a main thing right there. Like it is. Like that feeling is a big part. And then learning how to count. It all depends on what technicality you want to use.
yeah, it would.
Yeah.
And who was it? Jay Dilla did not have any background in music or anything like that, but he was able to revolutionize how beats are not all on the grid. Like he revolutionized the way
Mm-hmm.
that beats were done, and he had minimal music knowledge. He did it through the feel, like what he felt like was
Yep.
the answer, and that right there will take you far. It'll take you really far.
Yeah.
Like the technicals,
Yeah.
they're necessary, but at a certain point. But really, you can get Jay Dilla big.
It's about the feeling. I know, and not to take away from anything, but back then it was a lot easier to be more profound in it if you just thought a little bit differently because the technology was so new. Nowadays, you got new technology that's last week.
Yeah,
You know, it back then new technology was like decades between time, so it was time for them to really dig in and like change shit. That's why that off the grid thing with him, man, like it's still people trying to master that technique and
hmm
can't.
yeah. It's called that
You
swing.
can't like,
You gotta put that
yeah,
swing on it.
that's a drummer's touch for real.
Yeah, and that's like that's I feel like the knowledge is what held a lot of people back, but technology getting to where it is, like I got people coming to me with AI tracks, like the music is all AI, and fuck, it's doing a damn good job, man. Like I can't even deny that it's doing good, but it does all sound similar, and I can pick it out pretty well. But
Yeah,
but it is getting to the point where you can go, I want this type of melody, and in this key even, and it'll spit it out in 2 seconds. You don't like that one? Keep going. Like I'm
yeah,
calling them curators now, because that's all they are. They're just curating whatever the AI brings up. It's like, no, this is a good one. This is a bad one. So, all right, cool.
yeah.
Like, what do y'all feel
That's
about that? Y'all think that's okay?
it landlocks the artist that depends on that.
That's
Yeah.
fair.
That's how I feel. I could sit here and I could, it ain't nothing but 12 keys in the octave for us, so it's melodies all day. However many ways you can hit them keys and what sounds dope, and then once you start blending the different octaves, man, it's really easy. That's how I figured it out.
So you had a background in music, like
Nah, it's all by ear.
word, all by ear. Do
Yeah.
you, do you have perfect what is it? Perfect pitch?
Nah, nah, nah.
Yeah.
I've gotten good at detecting pitch, but naturally, no perfect pitch at all. Cause I ain't gonna lie, like I still learn. I'm still learning scales and stuff.
Always,
So just
always.
to get the little practice up. But I ain't trying to learn all of them. I'm not trying to be Beethoven. I'm just trying to get my vibe and really hone in. And if I can get it to a scientific level, then why not?
If you can, I mean, if you got to break it down on that scale, because I know I use the Ableton Push, and that thing's got it's got what 30 scales on it. I could click
Yeah.
and then one button, I'm in that scale, and it's like
Mm-hmm.
so. And a lot of people, my musician friends, they'll be like, "That's cheating. You're cheating. You didn't have to learn
It's
anything." I'm like, "Can you make it sound good? Can you make that same song?" No, I don't think so. It's
no.
gonna take you a
Yeah.
long time to do it too. If you do, it's gonna take a minute, because
Yeah.
they don't
Even
know
if you
Bulgarian.
right, yeah, yeah, those scales when you get into the exotic scales, that's different because they use like different is way different than just regular major and minor keys.
Yeah, they be going crazy with it. So what about you, Jet? Did you have a background in like in singing, like, or did you just have a passion for it?
Oh, I sang in like the church choir and stuff like that, but in like school choirs, like until like I got to like high school. But like background, nah, brother. You know what I'm saying? Besides singing in that, but like And I guess that's a big part of why I can do what I do, but not really a big background. You know what I'm saying?
I mean, that's
Watching my
impressive.
uncles and them do their thing back in the gap and they love and they spot. You know what I'm saying? Hearing them do their thing for years.
So if
It's
y'all
always the uncles, man.
go ahead, go ahead.
Yeah, for sure. Though.
I was gonna ask, did y'all do any live instrument? Either one of y'all play instruments?
I
I pl-
technically do, but I don't at the same time. Not right now in the present moment. I'm not practicing and working on my skills, but I can play instruments. Oh, I did.
What would you play?
I played the drums, the bass guitar, and I played the piano.
See, so you got that right there is a background. That's a you said you sang in the choir. You played those three instruments. Yeah, that's a background, man. Being humble. That takes skill. I mean, especially drums. Like drums is a whole different mindset to me. Like that's one
drums hard.
I got them, but I got that E set, and it is a skill that I have been practicing for a while and am not much better. I'm more of a piano, guitar, bass. I'll do all that, but the drums is another mindset. You got to be able to,
Is moving all your
yeah,
body parts.
yeah. You got to be able to split function in your brain like that. It don't work that way for me. So with having that background and having that knowledge, like, do you think that that helped with the rap?
Um, I would say no.
I'm say no. Uh,
uh, because like, yeah, it helps you like with your dexterity and all that good stuff and having knowing what stuff is, but like mindset, no, not really because like to be creative in that in my state of mind, I just I can just flow off of just the wind blowing. So it's not like it really helped me. It was just something that was naturally in me.
okay. So you was expressing that you was expressing what was naturally already there, just in another fashion.
Yeah, basically.
Yeah, that's I mean that's a blessing. Like my coach, because even at my level, I still have a coach. Like and he he helps me to figure out what I need to work on, like how I need to work, and he gives me methods of how to do so. And one of those things is getting in that flow state. Like I've been trying to figure out how to get in that flow state consistently, shit, forever. Like because I can sit down and write something, and I'll like it right then, but I come back to it later and I'm like,
You know what you got to do?
what you got?
Say, because I can live in flow. You gotta dissociate yourself with anything that is not uh providing any beneficial energy towards what your focus is on.
All right,
So
keep
your phone.
if you can expound on that.
So anything that's around you, if it's your phone, if you pick up your phone just to see if somebody hit you up or anything like that, no, put that mug in another room, put on do not disturb, like get it out your space. Anything, what I'm saying, if you need to clear your mind, go outside, get out of the space you're trying to create in and let your, what I'm saying, just go outside and sit. And it take about 10, 15 minutes sometimes depending on your mood. But you always got to make sure that when you go in to create, you got to be just as blank as the canvas you're working with.
Yeah, that's some great that's some great advice. That's something that I definitely am big on the phone. Like if you come into the studio, no phones. Like just keep the phone outside because it's gonna cause a distraction at some point. People are addicted to that. It's $1 trillion pointed at your face, like in R&D. Like you ain't gonna outsmart it. It's eventually gonna get your attention. What
Yeah.
So have y'all had the opportunity to do anything live yet?
Not yet, not yet.
Individually, yeah, not as a
Yeah.
group, not as a duo.
Do y'all do you go to shows?
Nah,
Nah.
Nah. That's
nah.
I gotta see
I
live music. I got to. It's part of the obligation. Every month I'm going to a show. If I gotta go up to Atlanta, I'm going to Atlanta.
I can
a
dig
lot.
that.
Yeah, shoot.
Cause
It's
It's
just
just not in my forte.
yeah.
Really best on that.
I've watched a lot of live shows already. I watched a lot of live shows. I performed a lot of live shows. So it's just like performing again means that it's gonna be at the next level. Not the level I already did.
Right.
So it's gonna be, what I'm saying, paid shows, it's gonna be actual setup shows, a DJ setup, what I'm saying, a full, like a full thing. Like,
Yeah, you're not just going half in. You're actually going all the way and making it a professional show rather than some of the independent shows. Like when you look at people on a independent level, a lot of them shows be lacking in entertainment because that's what industry we're in the entertainment industry, and the show is just one dude on stage with a mic in regular ass lighting too. Like it's just
yeah.
that's what
I
it is.
mean, and even back then though, that's on the artist. Like they gotta know how to be a showman. Cause we
Mm.
I did shows and them playing lights, and we had people jump on stage. I had people crowd surfing. It was people learning my lyrics as I was singing it. So it was like, it's about you. If you gonna get on stage, you gotta really do what it takes to be on stage. Ain't no me. Why get on stage and be shy?
That's
You
right.
wasting
Yeah.
time.
The attention's supposed to be on you.
Yeah, you won't. Yeah, you. It's literally you and you in that light. You gotta do what you came to do.
James Edwards said, "What's up, fam?" Talking about to
What's
Jet.
good, brother? What's good,
What's
brother?
up?
Yeah, y'all actually getting some love. Like you had earlier, it was what is that? Famika. Yeah, Famika. Yeah, she was talking about how talented y'all been. That that they love your music and everything, and that's having people show up and support you is a huge thing. Like, have you already seen the support of the people around you or the people that have heard your music?
Yeah, of course. You know what I'm
Yep.
saying? You gonna have some haters and some lovers, you know what I'm saying? It just be that way.
Every time.
Yeah, when you put yourself out there, you
Yeah,
you're
for
bound
sure.
to.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Everybody don't like pizza.
That's right.
Mm.
They don't like pineapple on their pizza.
Hey, that shoe. Yeah. Yeah,
I love
you
pulling
know.
that one on people because every time it's like, ugh, what?
Hey, man, I had that before. I'm like, it is what it is. You know what I'm
You're
saying?
not picky.
It is what it is. I mean, I'm not gonna pick it, but it is what it is.
Yo, if it's there, it's getting ate. Yo, that's a. So do y'all plan on? You had mentioned earlier that you're getting into other markets like international markets. Um,
Mm.
is there any one particular that you want to be up in? Like if you guys had a preference or a choice to market to?
Me
Mm,
personally, I would say like just whoever who liking it. I wouldn't
yeah,
really prefer.
the ones who already riding with us. So I ain't gonna lie, right now that's been France and Philippines.
France and the Philippines?
Yeah,
Yeah, yeah.
Paris,
France, Germany, they're super big on hip hop. That's
Germany.
the first time I heard Philippines though. Like Philippines ain't a common one.
Hey man,
They
that caught
was
me off
they,
guard too.
hey,
Yeah.
I had to show him. I had to show Jet the video. They was using our music on TikTok for their stuff,
Yes.
and I was like, wow. Cause I don't know if you do it. Like you just go on TikTok and see they show you like it'll be like people who use your videos. You have the TikTok artist thing set up.
Yeah.
Like they show you all that stuff. So I was looking through it one time. I'm never on TikTok, but if I'm on there, I'm just looking like on that stuff. I had to show them because I was like, what, man, y'all using our stuff?
That's a
Like
good
what?
thing. That's a good
It
thing.
Hey,
is.
the crazy thing is the song they used though. It was smart though. Like it
Mm-hmm.
went along. It
It
went
did.
along.
It
It
did.
went along with exactly what was going on. So I
It
understood it
matched.
too. Yeah.
It was like it felt like they really understood the whole purpose, you know what I'm saying? Like especially for the
Yeah.
song. It was a song called Road Less Traveled.
Mm.
And he was in the Philippines, like you see the trees, he on the dirt road, and his he got a bike just packed up, and it's a
And
long ass road
in the
behind
long road, yeah.
him.
That's dope. That is dope right
I was
there.
like, dang, like you really understand.
Yeah, for sure though.
I mean, he got the point of it, and then displayed it. I mean,
Yeah,
that's
for
really what
sure.
the internet is all about, though. Is that finding people that connect to you and to your sound and to your movement. because you can make a whole movement based on anything. I mean, literally, there's
Off
a
yourself.
yeah. Well, that's the goal. Is definitely to make it
Yeah,
off yourself.
you know what I'm saying. That's you ain't gotta create nothing. You already created.
So, do you think that you're? I noticed that both of y'all have a similar outlook and a very open and really just knowledgeable. Um, not only on this, but I was listening to Peanuts podcast and listening to y'all's answers to it. You seem very worldly. Have y'all got to travel much?
Nah,
Not really, not like that.
Word.
we
So,
we just two country men.
Yeah, facts.
you consider yourself country?
I
Yeah,
am
for
I
sure.
am country.
Yeah, I'm beyond country.
What you mean, bro? We from the sticks, dog. Like he don't know. Look, he laughing, bro. He don't really know. Like I'm from the sticks. He from the sticks. I'm from
Yeah,
I'm from North Florida.
What part?
yeah, and I'm from Mississippi.
What color?
What part?
And that's the town. That's the name of the town. What color?
Never
Yeah,
heard.
you know, I know. I know. I'm
What's
from the
what's
sticks.
that around?
Tallahassee.
Okay, all right. Yeah, I go to school at FSU right now,
Yeah.
but
Yeah.
I ain't been I've been doing online classes and staying over here in the Panhandle because it takes 2 hours to get over there.
What you in PC?
Do it, yeah, close to it. I'm over by Destin.
Okay, yeah. I
Okay, yeah.
got
So you further, you almost close to
you.
Alabama.
Oh
Yeah, he way over
yeah.
there.
You way over
Yeah,
there,
it's
yeah.
30 miles to Alabama north and 50
Yeah, you
miles.
close to Dothan. I'm already knowing you at, brother.
Mm.
Yo, Dothan's
Okay.
got some spots in it though. Not gonna lie.
I'm already know I
Yeah.
got some good cooking up there. Hey, shout out Dothan for them grandma spots. They be having the good chicken wings for you. You feel me?
Hey, that's dope.
My boy's he's gonna be thrilled that you said that because he's living up there and he's liking it. What do we got?
Oh yeah, for sure though, man. Some good spots up there, man.
So y'all came. So you've been working together for about a year official. You're currently working on what? What's the current happenings? What y'all got going?
Red Shift 5.
Yeah,
Red Shift 5. That means there's already been four more.
Yeah,
yeah,
4 is already dropped.
When that dropped? Last month?
Yeah.
yeah.
That's crazy. That's crazy as hell, man. That is so
Yeah.
crazy. Y'all are prolific. I mean, y'all being able to put that amount together that quickly is very impressive, honestly.
Thank you. Thank you.
What
Man,
so what's the goal of like the red shift? What's the concept there? Like you said red shift earlier, and I'm not familiar.
So the intergalactic series was us floating through space, finding our spot. So redshift is the journey away from the galaxy, and that's what that uh the event is called. When you see an object going away so far, it looks red because it's going further, and when it comes back, it's the blue shift. So we're probably gonna end up doing blue shift in the future because we're gonna have to come back.
yeah.
So do
But
y'all
right
do
now, we out.
you're on the way out.
We out. Yeah, we out.
So y'all are doing y'all are on your way out. You eventually you're gonna come back. You think that's gonna be the next one? Or you gonna give us some space?
Uh, we
I
might.
don't know.
Well, 6 will be the halfway through the year, so maybe might work out that way. Who knows?
Are y'all doing so? Do y'all have a certain number that you're going up to, or is there a storyline? What defines the different phases?
Uh, it's
Well, first
just
part, intergalactic itself was just a journey, so we
yep.
had to go through the journey itself. So red shift is more so because the intergalactic series was us honing in on our skills and knowing who we was as a duo, because that was us really coming together from a long time of just working together.
Mm,
So intergalactic was us finding each other and also finding our way throughout the plane. You know what I'm saying? And red shift, y'all get to see like all our versatility and everything we doing as we journey out further. Plus, we also showing like red shift is also the time, space, and continuum was created. You know what I'm saying? So y'all get to see the creation and how we gonna keep it going. You know what I'm saying? Plus, we got to keep our foot on their neck. So they
got
gotta
to.
understand they seeing us from afar, not close.
Yeah, and y'all definitely keeping the foot on the gas, foot on their throat, because with coming out with an album pretty much every month consistently, man, it keeps it going. Like it definitely gives you the listener plenty to listen to. Because I talk to people about the endless single game that we're currently trapped in. Like
Hmm.
you have somebody drop a project that is just immediately gold, immediately platinum, and it's a instant classic kind of. 30 days later, they're going, all right, well, what's next?
Yeah,
It just
you
took them
gotta.
2 years to do that album. Like, you think they're gonna just turn around and put one out? And with
Yeah,
y'all,
that's
yes. The answer is yes.
you gotta maintain the flame.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Hey,
for sure.
look, that's a song right there.
Yeah, so
Nah, for real,
Well, it's
maintain the
already a song.
flame.
I was like,
Yeah.
so you got to be doing. So you're a lot like I have a friend here locally that's a musician, RFS, and he every single day will be doing something, and then I'll hear him like we'll go through something. It don't matter what it is. The car ran out of gas. Oh, that's a song. You dropped the bong. That's a song.
It's a
Like,
song. Everything is a song, dog. You gotta
yeah.
think about it. Imagine if you were an artist, like a visual artist. If
Hmm.
you see it's raining, oh, that's a painting. You see
Yeah.
a light, you see the lightning strike across the sky, a painting.
yeah.
Yeah. Just like
The-
we got a song called Breeze where I was just outside looking
yeah,
at the feeling the wind.
Yo,
for
that's
real.
so some. It's funny because like a Grammy award winning um, writer. He's a writer for. I mean, everybody. He's written for the classics as well as some of the new. And he said you have to appeal to the four seasons. It's love, loss. What is it? Love, loss. Uh, I can't remember the other two. It was like happiness and something else. But like he wanted to do those four, and if you stick to those four, you'll appeal to the most amount of people. In y'all's case, you're finding topics, and they're gonna appeal to more people. I mean, it's gonna appeal to more people. Um, do you feel that there's a right or a wrong way to get to the end, or do you think that it's just experimentation until some works?
Yeah, like Jet said before, it's never ending. It's a learning process all the way through. No matter if we reach platinum, diamond, whatever, we still gonna have to learn how to keep that up. You know what I'm saying? And it's about the love you have for what you're doing. How deep are you within this art? Are you really, really trying to do this? You know what I'm saying? That's what you got to ask yourself when you get to a certain level, because it's gonna be ups and downs.
Yo, you got your dude in the James Edwards in there going. He's just commenting and talking about y'all been dropping bars.
Hey, he real for that.
That's real. That's
Yeah.
super real.
So y'all,
Mad real. You know what I'm saying?
where y'all headed then? Like, what's the next? So this phase, obviously, you're focused on just producing a bunch of material and putting it out there. Is there a next step or a next phase, or you're just gonna keep doing exactly, just keep it rolling?
We gotta
Keep.
just run our course.
Yep.
You know what I'm saying? Like we just gotta keep going on course. You know what I'm saying? Because at the end of the day, like we can't stop. Even if we blow up or anything, we still can't stop. So the thing is just keep running what we gonna do. Because
Yep.
they gonna come. Everybody
Yep.
gonna, you know what I'm saying? So you just can't stop being who you are and just keep everything moving forward. You know what I mean?
Keep doing what you're doing till you can do more of what you're doing. To keep doing more of what you're doing.
Yeah,
To
Yeah.
keep more of what you're doing. You
that's
know what I'm
the
Right.
saying? It
endless
don't
cycle.
stop. So if right now, because we in different states, if we can't get together and do visuals right now, we gotta drop music.
Yeah,
Yeah.
You could bring anything back to life with a visual. So why not have a whole catalog to choose from?
that's a fact. That is a fact. People think that you gotta when you put a song out, that's the only time it has to go. It's gonna blow is right then. Nah, man, there's songs from 5, 6, 9 years ago,
That
and they're
people
catching
just
up.
now hearing.
Yeah,
Yeah.
because I mean, there's how many songs a day? What they say it was. I don't
Oh,
even know.
some crazy amount, like a stupid amount of songs
Yeah,
that
it's
drops
over a
every
million.
day. Yeah.
It's over a million songs a day getting put out, and that's that's a lot of competition right there. You think there's anybody listening to all of it? No, you don't have enough time
Everything
in
at
the day.
once. No.
You can't. Yeah, just listen to it all at once. That would work.
Mm-mm.
It'd just be one sound all the way through.
What?
Fucking.
What exactly? Yeah.
Which is pretty
That
much
should
what it
be.
feels like as an independent artist. Like it just feels like you're trying to get, there's a bunch of
Breakthrough.
noise out there. You're trying to break through that noise.
Hmm.
How do you feel that you're doing that breaking through?
Just
Well,
by
go ahead, brother.
I just want to say just by how what our context is and how we deliver what we talking about, because you can listen to a song and you'll feel like, dang, this is a vibe. Like, shoot, I can ride out to this, but then you listen to it again and you can get the mentality behind it and you get the real meaning of it.
Yeah.
So it has replay value.
Okay. What about you, Jet? What'd you say?
Damn, he kind of hit on what I was gonna say,
It's
but
okay.
like I would make so of just like shit. I can't even explain because it's like he said it basically. You know what I'm saying?
Dude, that's
It's
amazing.
just
Do y'all
going
have
it's just a different feeling. You know what I'm saying? It's not repeat and rinse type shit. You know what I'm saying?
and then so
Um,
you put a value on the both of y'all seem to put a large value on the lyricism itself. Like that's the first thing I noticed throughout the songs. I was listening to the actual lyrics of it, whereas a lot of today's music, I hear a lot of, I don't want to call it like non-lyricism, but it's
Say
just
it.
not as deep.
Yeah. That's real.
Have you always, like, when you listen to music, do you look for the lyrics, or do you notice the way it sounds first?
I like both. I gotta have both. You know what I'm saying? I'm listening to your lyrics, but I'm also listening to your vibe too, though. So it's like if your vibe and your lyrics, you know what I'm saying? It gotta coincide. Even if you saying trash, like I listen to Mystical, but he wasn't spitting flames.
Yo, so that first Ghetto Fabulous, I say that Round of the Tank, that shit's got game all in it.
Oh
Just
yeah,
let you
Ooh.
know.
Hey, he named one.
The classics, man. That was what
oh
I was
yeah, he
like
was
raised on.
spitting for sure. I'm a big Silk the Shocker fan, but a lot of people hate on him. But he was spitting game.
Yeah, the whole no. I mean, you just no limit. That's where you're at. That's a
Hey,
whole era, man. Like that's how old are y'all?
I'm
Me, I'm
35.
I
yeah,
was
I'm
gonna say,
28.
was it
I'm 28.
28? Okay. So when y'all said, didn't you say something about being from the same area though? Like, because you had people that knew that connected y'all.
Yeah, my neighbor connected us technically.
Gotcha.
Hmm. That yeah, this was I wasn't living where I was from. We met in the same city from our two different cities.
Yeah.
That's it.
So we he came from the city. I came from I'm gonna say Tallahassee, and we met in Gainesville area, Central
Uh-huh.
Florida.
Yeah. And
Hmm.
do y'all do you have since you're from Florida, you got a lot of people, they want to end up in a certain market, or they always end up moving and doing this shit when they're not, especially in a duo that's not from the same place. Like where would you say y'all are from? If it's like a you know they're like what's the name of the group?
We ain't got no name.
Ain't got no
We
name.
individuals, but we cohesive together. We like Starlito and Don Trip.
Okay, see, so y'all are doing. That's an interesting way to put it, actually. Uh, it seems like y'all are like individuals. So obviously you put out music on your own though, right? Like that are not the duo.
Hmm.
Yeah.
So y'all are not only putting out the duo shit once an album a month. What's your last album? Let's start with L.
That was Love Letters in February.
How long?
Mhm.
When was the last one before that? Out of curiosity.
What was it? I can't even tell you at the top of my
Like,
mind, bro.
yeah, when you put out that amount of music, it's hard to keep track.
For real.
What about you? While he's looking it up,
Good
Jet,
part.
what was your last project?
I've been dropping singles.
Single. So
Yeah, I got singles with some jitterbug, some young kids, everything, man.
Oh yeah,
I
Jet.
got I
Yeah,
got I got songs with my kids, you know.
hell yeah. How's your kids?
Shit, 10, 12.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
Jets.
So being a young parent, so that's another balance. Like being a young parent and being in this game. Like, are you? Do you think that you are you pushing the music towards your kids, or are they just attracted to it?
They just attracted to it because I come at it differently. They just get to see like the realness behind it. Like not so of I'm flashy, whatever. Yeah, I'm gonna have my diamonds and all that when I feel like it, but they just get to see the real side of it. So it just attract them because it's just realism. When they even rap the lyrics back themselves, they just feel it themselves.
That's beautiful. None of my kids have any interest whatsoever. I had to scratch and claw to try and get to music. Like, we didn't have anything when I was growing up. So like, the first thing I got was a bass, and bro, I sat there playing that shit like 16 hours a day on a regular basis. Um, but like and nobody around me was playing music. Like nobody was playing music for my family, nothing. So it was like I had to do it myself. My kids are around it all day. Musicians come here all the time. They see live shows all the time, and still they're like, meh, yeah, no, I don't know. What?
Just
Come
not
on.
they interest, man.
At all. Which, each person is an individual. They welcome to do what they want to do, but man, come on. Like,
Hey, yeah,
come on.
yeah.
Like I was hoping that one of them would
You
get kicked
because
out.
you imagine yourself being that age and being around it.
Yep, that's exactly
Hmm.
Yeah,
it. And
facts,
like
big
having
facts.
kids is living vicariously,
Yeah,
Because
man.
you want. I love the experience. Do you have kids? El?
Nah,
Not yet.
I got a dog. Nah, I just got a dog.
What kind of dog you got?
He a lab mix.
I ain't had none but bulls, none but pit bulls. My whole life. But I had one of them for 16 years. Like that was my dog. Um,
Hey,
fucking.
That's what I got. Shit.
yeah,
What
that's
you
what
got?
Jay got.
You said you got a bull?
Yeah.
Brindle blue, red,
Now she a blue.
blue.
Hmm.
Yeah, that's the baby. Yeah, that's what mine was, man. That's a part of the fam. Like for real, that is a for real part of the fam. Um,
I get big time.
you always had dogs, both of y'all.
Hell
Yeah,
yeah, man.
See,
yeah.
dog people are dog people. That's what it is. Like
Yeah,
you
I
know what I'm
wasn't a
talking.
dog person at first, man. I grew into a dog person. Dogs bite. You feel me?
They do. That's why I got a bull. Because I'm making sure
Yeah.
they looking at the house while I'm gone. They good.
Oh
Um,
yeah, big time. When you little, you don't know that purpose though. You just know they bite.
that's for damn sure. Like I raised my son.
Yeah, you don't
I
want
raised my
to.
son with that dog, and he was. I mean, he was. At first, he was afraid of him because, like, he saw what they could do.
Big.
Yeah, it's way big, especially because he was like 3 when I got her, and like he got used to dogs, and like that's his thing now. Like he still got a cat, which I don't fuck with cats, not even a little
Nah,
bit.
they weird.
Yeah, they are weird.
They weird.
I had that argument yesterday about cats and dogs, and like they said, dogs are just loyal blindly. I was like, yeah, but they loyal. Cats don't give a fuck about you. They don't give a fuck about you.
Yeah,
They'll eat you as soon as you're dead. They gonna eat you. They don't care.
yeah, yeah.
Um,
Cats, man, they be plotting.
so you said you in Atlanta now?
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah.
How long you been out there?
It's been since 2019. 2019.
Uh-huh.
So you had to go
Well,
through.
really, nah. I'm gonna say no, not 2019. My bad. 2020.
So you had to
That's
go
the
through
wrong
a
date.
pandemic there versus, Jet going through it here. There's a huge difference. I mean, did y'all?
It was both because uh during when it first happened, I was working down there when everything got shut down. When you had to wait outside because only a certain amount of people was allowed in the stores,
Yeah, that's.
and there
It wasn't like that
you
here.
had they had the little footprints. What you mean the one like that there? You ain't that was in Gainesville that I had that.
Yeah, I was over here in the sticks, in the for real sticks, and there is no. They looked at you weird if you was wearing a mask. They were like, nope, we're not doing that. It's like, y'all ain't. Yeah, they did not
Oh
participate in
Oh,
yeah,
that.
they was doing that around my mama house, but she was gonna wear a mask. Wasn't
Yeah,
nobody going for that. Don't
but yeah, I mean,
acting crazy.
I didn't know. I didn't really realize the difference because I hadn't traveled really outside of Florida until like 2022, and I went to Atlanta. When I went to Atlanta, they was still masked up and like mask regulations, like you had to be wearing a mask in the store.
Mm-hmm.
I was like, that's crazy. I didn't, you know, like shit, we've been raw dogging we've been raw dogging life.
Did you ever get it?
Yeah, I got it. So I got it 3 times. I got it the first time, didn't even
See,
notice. Like I didn't even notice. Like I got a headache for a day, but the people around me was like sick as shit. I was like, no, I don't know.
you got a good immune system, huh?
Uh, typically no, but evidently against that for a
What?
while because I got it the
Yeah.
second time. We was in Miami. That's right. We was in Miami when it was the epicenter for infection or whatever. We was filming a video, and we was in contact with a lot of people. So everybody ended up getting it. And that time I didn't feel good for like I don't know, like 12 hours. But the third time, that shit took me out. It was
You
2 weeks
had
ago.
3 times, brother. Your immune system is horrible. That means you need to stop going outside, bro.
I go to a lot of
Look,
I go to a lot
that
of
You
spots with
boy,
a
said
lot of
three
people.
times, bro.
he wasn't wearing no mask.
No
He was
mask. He going out that first quarter getting sick.
Raw dogging that bitch. And that's I
a
mean,
ripple.
Ooh-wee.
yo, it was just lit. I mean, it was convenient because we also still had shows. That's the other part. We were still doing shows while COVID was going on. Like there was everyone else's income dried up because like okay, that brings me to around to another question, which is with y'all putting out so much music and everything, how do you monetize that on a usable scale? Like you said, you do this so that you can do this more, right?
Right.
Mhm.
Money is typically a pretty big motivator to be able to do it some more. So how do you
That's real,
monetize
no?
the
Yeah.
business side of it?
Yeah, now that's a big. Now it all depends because of course we got to go through distribution stuff like that, but also
Mhm.
we got to get into more merchant sales and stuff like that. But like more so, we've been building our foundation this whole time, so now it's gonna be a big monetization curve. That's why we even started doing what we're doing now.
Yeah.
What, what do you mean now? Like
We
when you
had
say
to get because we took the time to build what we wanted
It's
first. You
it's
know what I'm
only been
saying?
it's only been a year.
yeah,
That's
Yeah, so
that's
we
no
built what we
time.
wanted first. You know what I'm saying? So now it's easier for us to transition to everything else because we already have our foundation. And like we gotta look for a foundation. We already have it.
Hmm.
that's so you built a foundation and then you monetize. So that's a typical business model in general. So like when it comes to the merch and everything, do y'all have your own website so far?
No, not yet, not yet, not
Nope.
yet.
No
We in the
website.
process of everything. Yeah, everything getting worked out now.
That's because that's one of those things that I love to promote is people that are actually doing it. Like because it's really hard that we worked all this time to try and be independent artists. That means that we don't depend on any outside entities and or we don't have to take their creative advice on our music or anything else. Like it gives you full rights to your masters, all that good stuff. But we end up
Right.
giving it away to Spotify for 0.003 cents per stream. Like we're giving it away.
Oh
No
yeah,
record deal would have been that bad.
I mean,
that's real.
Spotify is only one of 53 platforms.
Yeah, but 80% of them, 80% of streams is done on it, right? Like then there's YouTube right behind it.
You got Apple
Yeah.
Music. It depends on your audience.
That's true. That's a fact. Because I know
You can
one.
go off. You can go off of the general and all the like the numbers that include everybody, but everybody on their own journey and everybody got their own numbers. You dig?
Facts, especially
Yeah,
worldwide.
yeah.
Because y'all are reaching people
Big
in
time.
other places, and
You-
that's where your distro. Do you like anybody for distribution? Distro Kid.
Yeah, we were
That's
distro.
yeah.
Yeah.
That's Silvio and distro.
Everybody is on the Distro Kid. So how do you feel about them using your music for training the AI?
They gonna do that anyways.
Yeah, they
Yeah.
ain't supposed to though.
Yeah,
They're not
they ain't
supposed to.
going. They ain't
No,
supposed to, but they going to anyways. Yeah, like we can stop. That's something we can't stop.
that's what SoundCloud do. I haven't read about DistroKid doing that anyway
Yeah,
though.
DistroKid. I mean, pretty much every major platform because what's happening is the record labels they're losing all their money, so they're like, all right, here we're gonna buy
You
some
can't
distribution.
you can't copyright AI music anyway, so that's pointless.
You can now. You can
No, you
now.
can't.
It's yeah,
No, you
bro.
can't.
It came out what that was 3 weeks ago. They passed the first case, and it was the fact that it's based on how much human how much human input there is.
Interaction.
Yeah, like you gotta have human input, and it depends on how much you put in, and then it's if it's that case, then it's going to end up being open to interpretation, and it's going to be for those who got money. Otherwise,
I
they're
can
going to.
understand that. If you don't let the
I mean,
AI
yeah, that
purely
makes
write it,
sense.
yeah, they ain't purely write it. Yeah, that makes sense. Like if they wrote
Nobody's
fifty
gonna,
percent, you wrote the other 50%. That makes sense because you put some work in.
yeah, nobody's gonna purely use an AI song and be like, yeah, this shit is
Oh, they
hard.
definitely will. I promise you.
I'm
I've already done
saying,
that
is
before,
it
though.
gonna be hard? No, it's not gonna be hard.
No, they did that.
Like you said, it'll be identifiable. Like you say, you can ID it already,
Have you
and
heard one?
you got the engineer ears.
Yeah, but
I
that's the
haven't.
problem. That's the problem. Is that I got engineer ears, so I can hear it, but the general public, I've been,
They don't care though. That see, that's the
Yeah, as
whole.
long as
That's the
yeah,
sampling or loops and anything. That's the whole argument of that. Like they don't care if they can dance to it. It's gonna be cool.
yep.
But if the mug on there and the voice is like sounding robotic and it sound choppy, ain't nobody gonna ride with that unless it's some EDM and
Right.
they filter that shit out and it's like whoa, 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 whoa. Like. But other than that, nah, man.
Yeah, I gotta. So I work with a lot of different artists from all types of genres, like from metal to reggae to hip hop, and then I got an EDM artist that I work with. Well, a couple actually,
Yeah,
and one of them, one of these artists is using pure AI in every single track, from the vocals to the music. Now he does write the music. Like he'll sit there and he'll play guitar, he'll do that, but he'll run it through AI and let it enhance it. And it's
mm-hmm.
like, he's able to run through and do, like I said, he's curating. That's what I told him. I was like,
Yeah,
he's curating it. But the real deal is that nobody that I've shown it to has any idea that it's AI, and like I just want to hear their opinion. And when I do, they don't care. Like you said, they don't
yeah.
care. They just want to be able to know if they can dance to it. I think that it's going to
And
get to a
that's
point where it's indecipherable, where they can't tell the
if
difference.
he's doing that to where he's making the chord progression and it's like, hey, make this chord progression mysterious,
Mm-hmm.
and then it does it. Like he made the foundation of the song. That's co-producing. That's like if he was in the room with a musician and said, hey, make this like this, but he has AI doing it, so it could have
yeah,
less, more or less soul than what someone could actually do if he hired a person. But if he's paying for whatever, like Suno or any of the
Mm-hmm.
assistants, shit, let it ride. It is
Okay.
what it is. It doesn't. It's not stopping my process or progress. You know, is
That's
this world is enough for everyone.
you
that's
literally
real
are the
though.
first person that I've met that was a musician or an artist of any type that has been okay with AI. Every other one has said, "Nah, it's gonna take our jobs. It's gonna make it to where you know people can go and
You know,
make music tomorrow, today."
BB King, and then was saying that about computers. Like it's all this stuff is bound to happen. What can we do about it? Let the
Yeah,
technology run, and if you want to keep it how you want to keep it, there's a reason why people still go analog.
yeah,
It's you have the choice and the option whether somebody can actually hear it outside of engineer ears.
Yeah,
Whether that matters or not, it's on you.
the individual, which
Yeah.
I mean
yeah,
that's a beautiful way to see it and to put it, because like you know I'm not opposed to it. I'm not opposed to them, but I do know that there's a difference between what it creates and what an original artist will
A
create, because
human.
it
Yeah,
can definitely.
exactly.
I mean, somebody that's playing generically anyway, and they're not playing in their style, they're kind of mimicking other people. Yeah, they can
Mm-hmm.
make similar stuff to
It'll.
the AI, but you have
Yeah.
people that you can't. That's where it's at, is the originality of a human. Like that's the thing that we're going to be doing the most of here, very shortly. I mean, AI is taking a lot of people out of the workforce. Talking about like outside of music, um, and so I think that that's where it's going to be at, is like originality and the ability to use the tools in front of you. Um,
yeah. Of course.
so that's why
Yeah.
I hope that we're everybody's prepared for that, because it's in music. It's gonna take out a lot of engineers. Like if you don't have a name for yourself before it takes over, the average listener and or artist doesn't care.
It
No,
depends
no, no, no.
because
I'm finna say
if
no. You
you in
can't
the
say that.
industry, they got they guys. They're not gonna switch
Yeah,
because they making money and they circle amongst each other. That's not gonna happen.
and
But
it is up to
at,
you to keep pushing yourself too, though. Like you know what I'm saying. You can't just because of AI take over or whatever they feel. You know what I'm saying. it don't stop your individuality you have anyway.
Or
So
what
you
you
can't
got going on.
can't stop just
It's
because
just gonna
of
saturate
something.
a already saturated market.
Yeah.
Hmm.
So you just gonna be, the goal is the same, and that's to break through.
Yes.
So it depends on your timing, whether you break through before it get too thick, or whether it gets too thick and you just it may get too thick and crusty that is so easy to break through because somebody's doing something that's not made by
Hmm.
AI.
Yeah.
So it's gonna be a lot going on, like you said, and it's a lot going on right now. You know, we got Andre 3000 got beef with a actual jazz musician who said his piano album was crap. You know what I'm saying? Like, and I'm like, to be real, I feel like Andre should have took the experimental route before he did rap because he's kind of diminishing what he's known for.
Yeah.
Like,
He kind
not
of is.
not saying he's doing the wrong thing. I appreciate expressing yourself because that's what you supposed to. You human. But as far as a career, you know, it's kind of crazy. But
Yeah.
not that he is struggling by any means. He has that freedom to do what he wants to do.
Yeah.
You want
I
to say hey
respect it.
to baby?
Oh, what up? What up? What up, L?
Hey, what's going on?
Sent baby in the cut. She ain't trying to be seen.
Yeah.
Man, chill.
You ain't got to worry about being seen. It's just darkness.
Oh yeah, it's dark over there. You feel me?
Yo. So y'all. So your your next thing that you're really working on is just getting through the red shift. Working on monetization. Is there anything else that y'all have in the goals coming up? Because we about to. People requesting that y'all's music get played on live, so we gonna do that.
Yeah.
Oh dang, somebody requested it.
Yeah. It was. Let's see. It was sent baby.
Oh yeah, for sure.
It said specifically go karts.
Go cars, that's hard too.
Yeah. I'm gonna line that one up.
That's the song with one of the babies right there.
That's what song. Which one?
This with one of the babies.
Let me see if I got it. What album's that one on?
That ain't on no album. It's a single.
Oh shit. Y'all be doing them same. So okay, that's what I did want to say. That y'all are different in that aspect. Like where you're doing albums and projects, whereas Jet is doing the single route.
Hmm.
Is that and this is a debate I have with a lot of artists because a lot of them say we just go ahead and keep doing the single route, just keep releasing singles, and then some of them are dedicated to doing a project. Now they're not putting out a project a month, but they're putting out, they're still trying to get one a year, maybe two
Yeah.
a year, and like, but those projects, do you feel like that's the way, or do you think singles can move, or why do you?
I got like 60 singles already. Like I've done
You
singles
said 60 singles?
somewhere around there, man.
Man, making people look
But
bad.
like no, it's just throughout the years. It's throughout the years. If you make music, you got music out, right?
Facts.
I don't hold on. Well, I ain't gonna lie, I do hold on to music. I
What
got like stashed away, but
what makes you hold it?
I
What makes you hold? Like hold on to something.
if I think the idea can be elevated, or if I can pull multiple ideas from that one,
I do the
so
same
I
thing.
just let it sit, go back to it, pick another part from it. You know what I'm saying? Just
Yo, that's. What about you, Jet? Do you have songs in the vault?
Yeah, man.
he got
Yeah.
mad songs in the vault.
So
I
yeah,
know it.
that prolific nature y'all got going is crazy, and it's definitely gonna take me a while to get through all this damn music. I'll tell you that because I'm about to go through all of it. I already heard the intergalactic. Which one was that? That was intergalactic
That was 7.
7.
7. Yeah, that I mean that's what
Mhm.
it let me know. It let me know that y'all was serious. So now I got to go back. So I deep dive. I deep dive artists all the time. Like, and normally it's only a couple albums that I got to go through. 5, 6, maybe. What we got here? Fucking
You
6
scrolling.
last season. Yeah,
You scrolling.
it's gonna take a minute, but that's all right. good music is good music, and it's always welcome. And speaking of, what I want to do now is I'm actually gonna play one of y'all's tracks. I'm gonna play Activate first, and then we might actually find that that other track. That go
Hey.
Let's see here. And I'm gonna go ahead and I'll end up muting my my mic here so there's no background noise.
Oh, you ain't even got no background noise.
Nope. Hell
So you might want to say something during the track. You might want to pause it and
clean.
say, like, what you just said.
yeah. Hey, bring that
You
back.
clean.
Bring that back. All right, let's see what we got. Bam.
Yeah. Here's what it came to, man. For real.
We live, don't do flashes, I don't do the camera. Run it up since they think they got stamina. Just like charges, you really a challenger. Just like rookies, you hang with the amateurs. Carry handles, I can't do this mania. Lay low, they really about blaming you. Eyes of the tigers, they see what you planning for. Real lies, real vibes, what I'm aiming for. They talk, but they never gon' listen. Caught in the hype and I'm building them fences. While I'm been empires, brick by brick, one word never mentioned. Got the vision of a hawk, and I'm never missing my target. And every verse like a dart, and I'm hitting bulls out regardless. They keep asking why I'm going, what's the end in sight? I just smile, knowing my destiny is bound for taking flight. It's the journey that counts and the legacy I leave. And I do it for the ones who believe what I believe. What's the reason behind it? They wanna wonder and they wanna guess, but the answer's in the grind. Nothing more, nothing less. And I do it for the love, for the ones that relate, for the mothers, for the struggle, for the chance to create real innovation. Don't do flashes, I don't do the camera. Run it up since they think they got stamina. Just like charges, you really a challenger. Just like rookies, you hang with the amateurs. Carry handles, I can't do this mania. Lay low, they really about blaming you. Eyes of the tigers, they see what you planning for. Real lies, real vibes, what I'm aiming for.
It's time to activate, knowing nothing, no not to play with fate. Can't be weak and it's like I to carry weight. You can get left behind when you hold the gate. Don't worry who fool when you have an eight. No time, no stop, so it's never late. Don't get lost in the sauce, it's a heavy plate. Take control of your mind, time to operate. Ain't got time for the hate, I can't tolerate. Living fake, no I cannot relate. Never hate, just maintain my place. Amazing grace, anything I fear I face. Anyway, better get out the way, it's not bad late. Ain't got time today, it's time to slay. Anything in the space, living present just like a holiday. Activate, activate.
I don't do the camera. Run it up since they think they got stamina. Just like charges, you really a challenger. Just like rookies, you hang with the amateurs. Carry handles, I can't do this mania. Lay low, they really about blaming you. Eyes of the tigers, they see what you planning for. Real lies, real vibes, what I'm aiming for. Don't do flashes, I don't do the camera. Run it up since they think they got stamina. Just like charges, you really a challenger. Just like rookies, you hang with the amateurs. Carry handles, I can't do this mania. Lay low, they really about blaming you. Eyes of the tigers, they see what you planning for. Real lies, real vibes, what I'm aiming for.
Shows so much versatility. That's a track. That's a banger right there.
Yeah, hey,
James Edwards, we're lying. Let's see here. So you said the other track. Let me see. Let me get it. Bam.
If you're a man who makes at least 150 grand.
So who does the Jet? Do you do your own vocals? Like, do you process your own vocals and then send them, or do you?
Yeah, I do my own vocals.
So with y'all having both the engineers, do you ever disagree?
Nah. Well, we had one disagreement ever, but it wasn't a disagreement.
Oh yeah. I mean, you could hear that one if you be trying to hear that too after go-karts.
Yeah. What we got? What's it called?
Oh, go-karts. You gotta look on the. They ain't gonna be on his page. They're gonna be on the mine.
Okay. Let's see. Do y'all have y'all's?
I sent it to you. I sent it to you in Messenger if you need it.
All right, sweet. I'll go ahead and jump on there. Bam.
But like, yeah, that's crazy.
You think?
Hey, but you know what? That's a great song
right?
for everybody for the introduction to Jet Life and LC. That's a great way to let y'all know like what it's about.
The flows, like the cadence that y'all pick up, is not your common. It's just not your common experience with most artists. So that's where it really caught my ear on the last one. Was the cadences y'all pick are uncommon, to say the least.
Oh yeah, man.
That's real.
Try to be our own originators, man. You know what I'm saying?
Well, hell, it helps to. I will say this: being a drummer, that definitely plays into having the rhythms, like the choice of rhythms, like for sure.
Oh yeah, big
Especially
time.
You're producing over there, L. You know, you got the rhythms, so it makes it a lot easier, I would say. Yeah. Oh, all right, bam, good to go. And you said it's on your page though.
Yeah, I sent it to you.
All right, let me see. This, again, welcome to the shit show.
Tell everybody, yo, welcome,
Yeah,
welcome,
man.
welcome.
It's been a dope time for real.
Yeah,
Yeah,
man,
for
I
sure,
appreciate
though.
y'all coming on though, for real, because it's always a pleasure to see talented musicians and to be able to lift them up in any way and be a part of that story is always preferable to me. So y'all definitely got the talent.
Yeah, you building your legend.
Yeah, for
That's
real,
what you're
man.
doing.
It's building
Yeah, man.
everybody. I'm building everybody up. Like I'm all about the. I'm really all about the group. You know what I'm saying? Like if I can help other people to get to that level, that's what I'm about. So,
That's what I'm saying. That's legendary, bro. It's not a lot of people that's actually here being real like you are doing this.
Yeah, for real though.
appreciate that.
You know what I'm saying? Shit, we ain't know what to expect coming into this interview, but you
Yeah,
know it's
for
been a
real.
wonderful time. You feel me?
Yo, we just shooting the shits. We just having a conversation. That's it.
Hey,
Yeah. Just like
That's no
Just
part.
like Money Man Mark, hey, Money Man Mark, yeah, yeah. Pushing the pedal, my go-kart, look in the sky, old day like shooting stars. Came from the bottom of the dirt, yeah, they go hard. I'm like, oh Lord, pushing the door, they tryna bogart. Now I just go for it. And time of the X's, I'm shooting the shot. Back against the wall, I'm making it hot, and I'm bringing the heat like I'm shaking the block. I stand in the mountain time, reaching the top, and my foot on the gas, ain't no reason to rockin'. I'm going real hard like a lock in a socket. My shit full of stock, and I keep them in shock. Riding my ways on my coattails, they wanna see me fail. I'm like, oh well, watch a young and SHxTz. Cause these people funny like they Chappelle, get it? Lit in this mud like a drink in my cup, and I'm doubling back, so I'm doubling up. And my ice on wrist, light on ring like a puck, and it's drip on my feet, and it's causing the flood, and it's dirt on my hands, and I got up in the mud. Grinning the blues, you know that we thumbing. Lot of blood and sweat, the tears came across. Shout out to moms, you know how we coming. Pushing the pedal, my go-kart, look in the sky, old day like shooting stars. Came from the bottom of the dirt, yeah, they go hard. I'm like, oh Lord, pushing the door, they tryna bogart. Now I just go for it. And time of the X's, I'm shooting the shot. Back against the wall, I'm making it hot, and I'm bringing the heat like I'm shaking the block.
Bally read that shit up on your face. They call me LeBron, I'm trying to lay. Sean Paul keep on winning, I'm winning this race. I'm calling you a bluff. I keep on getting ace, my talent on go, I'm not gonna waste. 3-point dunk on the head, got a base. After my grenades and wheels, and I'm chasing face. I wanna be the greatest. Money march, I keep it so cool. Watching me win and I hate when you lose. Wake them up, I know that they snoozing. Every day I go outside and start hooping. Powered up like I was infusing. Which one am I gonna be choosing? In school to count me as a student. I be screwing my mom straight cruising.
Pushing the pedal, my go-kart, look in the sky, old day like shooting stars. Came from the bottom of the dirt, yeah, they go hard. I'm like, oh Lord, pushing the door, they tryna bogart. Now I just go for it. And time of the X's, I'm shooting the shot. Back against the wall, I'm making it hot, and I'm bringing the heat like I'm shaking the block. Pushing the pedal, my go-kart, look in the sky, old day like shooting stars. Came from the bottom of the dirt, yeah, they go hard. I'm like, oh Lord, pushing the door, they tryna bogart. Now I just go for it. And time of the X's, I'm shooting the shot. Back against the wall, I'm making it hot, and I'm bringing the heat like I'm shaking the block.
Yeah. Again. All right, that's two for two. Yeah, how long did it take y'all to make that song? One day, right? Of course.
Money March.
Money March.
Yeah, who's that? Where they out of?
I don't know if
Do what?
that's one of the babies. You
Yeah.
feel me?
So they
He
live
the
with you?
future.
Yeah, that's my son.
Shit. Yo, tell him keep doing that shit. For real, for real. Let's see. We got. So how long's he been rapping? Like, has he freestyled with you?
He first time wants to, but he ain't been making music long. He just got a passion for it, just like it. So he's going into his thing.
Yo, when they get to start that early, man, it's a blessing because they gonna have them skills.
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah, big time. I try to get in the opportunities. I wasn't allotted as a kid, you know what I'm saying? They get to do stuff that I ain't get to do, so I try to push it like that, you know what I mean?
That's, I mean, if he's open to doing it, then that's the way right there. I wish, like I said before, I wish
That's
I
the
could get
thing.
that.
He open to it for sure though, cause he be pushing in there, you know what I'm saying? That's a big thing in itself.
When they push you, well, that's what a good partnership is that you're pushing each other. You're actually trying to motivate that other person to do, what they're capable of, because you know what they're capable of. You've seen it.
Oh yeah, big time.
Yeah.
That's calculated.
Saying, baby. Yo, calculated, had to double up, and yeah, you know we coming back round. Activated, pour another cup, the chemistry creating that crown. Never nebulous, leveled up in space, ENT, and I'm proud. Elevated to the 5th floor, where they at, we had to look down. Conversation got animated, moving silence, y'all vision faded. Been 100, I ain't never faded. Rising to the top and gotta demonstrate it. Got me chopping, not amputated. Had to sneeze to contaminate it. And if they don't know, they gon' know me by now. Like damn, Sink got 'em motivated. See it's a new thread, call Alice and tell him it's off with his head. These soldiers gon' clap, so we're side out the tail. We rock about baby, hope put him to bed. Y'all know I'm a beast when they come to the shed. Serve me the guac and put it on my bread. It's my face out my sight, that's what my nigga said. I gotta go flip, so I gotta invest. Calculated, had to double up, and yeah, you know we coming back round. Activated, pour another cup, and chemistry creating that crown. Never nebulous, leveled up in space, ENT, and I'm proud. Elevated to the 5th floor, where they at, we had to look down.
SME, LC on the beat, yeah, it's time to eat. Feel the breeze, or you can feel the heat. It don't matter to me. I wrote this on that sheet while blowing trees, and I'm sipping on tea. We made it overseas and on the scene. Haters watch from a screen. I'm calculated, can't do what I do. You can never trace it. Created this life, didn't have to chase it. Put head on their face when I graduated. You said you the greatest. That's a hyperbole. Really acted like you never heard of me. Taking action and they got them worrying. Calculated like I'm doing surgery.
Calculated, had to double up, and yeah, you know we coming back round. Activated, pour another cup of chemistry, creating that crown. Never nebulous, leveled up in space, ENT, and I'm proud. Elevated to the 5th floor, where they at, we had to look down. Calculated, had to double up, and yeah, you know we coming back round. Activated, pour another cup of chemistry, creating that crown. Never nebulous, leveled up in space, ENT, and I'm proud. Elevated to the 5th floor, where they at, we had to look down.
Yo, I fucks with that. I fucks with that for real. And I don't, honestly, I typically don't fuck
You gotta
with
hit that next
female
move.
rappers for the most part, but she's actually talented.
Oh, she's spitting. Oh yeah.
Oh yeah, she part of gang too. You feel me? So
Yeah.
it's not just us. It's more parts to it. You know.
So like, yeah. So
She's
who y'all what's the group? What's the y'all got a record label or a
Well, we SME, but we not a group, but we SME.
so SMA,
Space
what's
Music Entertainment.
Space music. That's what I thought she said. That's what I thought she said in the chorus, if I'm not mistaken.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, easy. Hit that next move.
So y'all so who else is riding with y'all?
Oh man, there's a lot of people that rock with us. You know
But that's
what I'm
It's-
saying? But
it's-
like
it's
actually,
us.
like with us is different. You know what I'm saying? I got my.
it's us. Oh, what?
He done drop.
Oh man.
It's all good. He'll be back in here. So
Yeah, for sure.
coming out, like who's somebody else that rocks with y'all on a regular, like they do tracks back and forth, I'm sure with.
Oh, nah. It's people that we've tried to, but it never works out. It's people that we try to, like, all right, we'll do this, do that, do this, do that. And we can't get a verse. We shouldn't have to squeeze a verse at you.
Well, they ain't as prolific as you. They ain't you send it to them and you send it back half an hour later. They're like, what? No, I just sent you the song.
Nah, man, it don't be that fast. It don't be that fast. We spend the day doing it.
How do y'all work
spend the day
remotely?
doing it?
Like, do y'all go into like a Google Meet or something to where he can see the screen, or do y'all just send the finished copy back and forth?
No, I send beat packs, and he'll send half a song, and I'll send half a song, and we just complete them.
Do you pick the tracks that you be Like, do you pick the track and then go ahead and he's back.
Yeah, I don't know what the hell just happened.
You got booted. They didn't want you to talk. They knew you was gonna tell people some secrets or some shit.
Yeah, that's how it go though. You know how it go.
Yeah. So I was just asking him about how y'all work together remotely. Would you say that you, like he said, y'all he'll send you a beat pack and then you go through and you write half a song? Like, do y'all find that each one of you has a different like if you pick the beat L, is it different than when he picks a beat, or does it not even matter? It's just whatever's.
We in sync.
Yeah.
Because we talk.
Yeah. That's how a partnership is supposed to be. You know, like y'all supposed to be able to communicate and get shit done because it's that's what we doing. We're on a mission. So all right, well shit, like that was 3. You got any other? You said to bring one of those songs, and I believe you said there was a disagreement about something.
Oh,
this is all we're talking about right now. It's called Next.
It's called Next
Move. I'm finna send it to him.
All right, and the story is, it's not that it wasn't a disagreement. It's that he sent a verse to a song, and it didn't. I heard something else for the verse that he sent. So instead of using, because I told you we sent each other half the song, I switched the song because I was like, nah, we can do something else, and I made Next Move the beat around his vocal. So I took the acapella and made everything after what you hear his verse is.
All right. So you took his acapella track that was to another track essentially and put it on this one, right?
Yeah.
All right. So did you build the beat around it?
Yeah.
Yeah.
It was around his verse.
Dope. I love doing that.
Yeah.
Like a lot of people
it's fun.
A lot of people don't like doing that because it's it takes just. I think it's easier for me personally. I'll put the drops where they need to be. Everything will be good.
It's fun.
What was the real disagreement there that not even disagreement but
this verse didn't match the song as much as it could have matched this song.
Okay, so subject matter, it was like, yo, we could put this on another one.
Yeah.
Or make another one even.
Yep.
All right. So let's see what we got here. Next move.
I had this intuition with the vision, sense of crime snatching. I embraced unusual, just to inspire, just be trying something. And I'm speaking for feelings that's down in my bones. I'm not your little typical, this not no J-Long. He did what he did, it go high, go, just know that I'm hunting too. We came from the gristle, we came from the dirt, just know that they monsters too. Remember this is your life, I ain't living it for you. It's your option on what you choose, so play your next move.
Play your next move, play your next move. You better make sure it's gonna be your best move. Play your next move, play your next move. You better make sure it's gonna be your best move. Play your next move, play your best move. Play like you got something to lose, just don't play confused. See, I've been grinding other guy, and it's time to show and prove. They see how I improve, I'm bringing different views. Just me and my dog, but it's not Scooby-Doo. Steady putting out work, doing more than your crew. Before you step up, better act like you knew, cause you already know I'm the one out of two. See, I'm not a Ricky, not looking for cookies. I'm hunting for honey like we need a poo. It's up and it's stuck cause I broke the glue. They blowing hot, I never fall for dupes. Play your next move, play your next move. You better make sure it's gonna be your best move. Play your next move, play your next move. You better make sure it's gonna be your best move. Play your next move, play your next move. You better make sure it's gonna be your best move. Play your next move, play your next move. You better make sure it's gonna be your best move. Play your next move, play your next move. You better make sure it's gonna be your best move. Play your next move, play your next move. You better make sure it's gonna be your best move.
you know,
completely different than all the other tracks we heard. Yeah, that shit is. So big ups to y'all for having the originality, having the vision, because that's, to me, that's what it's all about, is having the vision. And if you do that, you're doing the right
I
thing.
said that in the song, brother.
What's up?
yeah.
I said that in the song.
I listened to the
It
song.
was the first lines. I said,
All right. I was like, that was
yeah. I
the
said
couple years
what I
ago.
said.
Yeah. I woke up with a vision.
Yeah.
Yeah.
See, I do. Actually, I did. So yeah, y'all definitely. I appreciate y'all coming on. I appreciate y'all just having the conversation and showing me through the music and actually showing me something I'm gonna be listening to for the next couple days just to get through.
Hey, appreciate you.
You know what I'm saying? That's a lot of respect, brother.
Yeah, for real.
It's all good. It's all gravy. If y'all give me a second before we hang up, I'm gonna go ahead and end these lives here. Another time, let's shooting the shits. We had Jet. We got L. No name, no group name.
Hey.
To the next one. Let's see. I'm just gonna cut these off real quick. Yeah, y'all. What how'd y'all think it went?
That was dope.
Pretty dope, man.
It seemed pretty smooth. Like it seemed actually like one of my. Making sure everything's ended. Yeah, it actually was. It went smooth on my end as far.